you lock the front door?
Yes. Always get nervous that I've got the date off and we're going somewhere and don't have a home for the night.
What route are we taking?
That I have no idea.
We do a lot of camping. From what I've researched, there's somewhere around 450 campgrounds in Arkansas, and we've seen a lot of them.
We shouldn't be out here, it's lightning.
We have our favorites, but we also like trying new ones because they are all so different. Today, we're heading out for 15 days on the road at 3 different campgrounds, maybe more if we're feeling our Wheaties. But our first stop is Willow Beach on the shore of the Arkansas River. We've been there multiple times before, and I'll be honest, something always goes wrong. But what's the saying? Fool me once, shame on you. Fool me twice, shame on me. So is there a saying if we're trying again for the 5th time?
Back memories. Our first camper ever was a 1976-ish canned ham heavy piece of junk.
Single axle.
It was painted white on top of red, which turned it pink, so we nicknamed it Pinky. We got it cheap and we were having fun just exploring with having a trailer, and we got to this campground and the speed bump was, I don't know why it was so tall, but when it went over with the trailer tires, it caught our sewer pipe on the back, and I'm not sure if it broke it or we just thought it did, but it wasn't good. It was scary. So then after that, we were paranoid about catching high centering on the sewer pipe because this speed bump right here.
Part of that was because the man who owned the camper before us, who we bought it from, he redid all the sewer with PEX pipe instead of flexible pipe, and it all hung way too low, like within 6 inches of the ground. PVC.
Yeah, PEX is flexible.
PVC pipe. It was within inches of the ground, so I think any speed bump would have knocked it off.
Do you remember?
So we had the camper lifted.
Nobody there?
You can get the gas over speed bump, it's too tall. We're gonna hit our hitch. Gosh, it's terrible. The steepest speed bump I've ever seen. Whew.
I guess camp host will come around.
Nobody there, the blinds are closed. So we had the shop lift it, so they actually flipped the springs, so the leaf springs that run underneath the axle they put on top. So then we had an old, beat up, badly painted 1970s camper that was really tall, and it looked really redneck and like ready to go in the woods. It was awesome, but it never hit the speed bump again, or anything else.
The bathroom light fixture was an Arkansas Travelers baseball plastic cup, and
We didn't know it was red.
which we didn't know was wedged. It was like 2 cups, one upside down and one the other way, and we didn't realize it was that way, wedged up in the corner of the shower, because if it fell off, then I mean that like it wasn't
That's what held it up.
screwed or anything. Anyway, it fell off on the way home. Never buy a camper in the dark.
Playground.
Woo! What side are we?
Turn right.
6. F6.
Here we go.
Remember this, G? You remember this place, bud? Four?
Is that it?
Where's 5?
5 over here. 7,
Okay, good.
6. There we are.
Oh, we need to turn. Look,
We
the
gotta go down.
the driveway angle's the wrong way, so I think we need to go to the roundabout to get a different angle to back in from the other direction. We'll move here. I think this is 20. We'll move here when we run out of days at our site.
Keep cranking. Yep.
You gotta get out. 25-foot extension for 5 feet. Hate that. Always check that the breakers are off before I plug in, just for extra safety.
Every time we come to this campground, we get plagued by something. Ants invading the camper, hundreds of tree frogs, mayflies. One time there were just mayflies everywhere in June. We've had snakes.
Huge black colored snake on a tree, and our daughter was going from tree to tree to touch them as a game, and she went to one tree and said, "I'm not touching that one, Daddy." "What's wrong?" "There's a huge snake on it." Sure enough, there was. And we've had one of our campers, a previous camper, the awning like tilted, and so water ran down the thing and into the window.
It was a monsoon.
We've had flooding, we've had tree frogs, we've had mayflies, which was probably the worst. Just all kinds of stuff. So if you come in the right time of the year, it can be beautiful and peaceful. But if you come in the wrong time of the year, you can get overtaken by nature quickly.
We are on the Arkansas River, so it is kind of expected. But yeah, you definitely want to come at the right time of year. One time we came, the shower house, now it was an old shower house, they have a new one now, but it was full of mosquitoes, which I guess you would call that adventure showering.
It's happening.
What's happening?
Wherever these tiny brown bugs are hovering from the sky and landing on my shirt, I'm having to cover my coffee because they're going to land in it, because it's just a constant influx of these from the sky. They're all over my shirt.
This is new. We haven't had these.
Don't know what they are. Something else is biting my leg, but these...
I think one just
There's
bit
one
me.
right here. These things are landing on me and landing in my drink.
Next time you get one on you, let's see it.
Oh, they're on my shorts.
Well, I don't want to film your shorts.
Joys of the river.
Hang on, there's one on your chest.
3
that
in the
one?
air. Yeah.
What is that?
The size
They do bite.
They do?
One just bit me.
Well, maybe it was a mosquito.
No, it wasn't a mosquito. There's one on your shoulder.
Yeah.
Another one on your sleeve.
Look it on you.
Don't flick it on me. Ew.
There's a
And
lot
now
of
there's
them.
something crawling down your back. Oh my
shirt.
gosh.
Get it off.
It's gone. It's gone. I think you sat back and crushed it.
What?
I'm just kidding.
Okay.
No, it's gone.
Oh.
Enjoy your coffee.
Airplanes are landing at the airport.
Can't see them from here. Not on the camera. That's what that light is right there. Airplane.
I think we would learn. Here we are.
What?
You'd think we would learn, but we keep coming back. It's so nice in so many ways. Not so much bugs.
We almost got attacked by geese.
So
That would have been new.
There's a new one.
they flew directly above, 8 feet above our camper, and one of them had a squeak. Gosh, one of them had a squeaky wing. It sounded like a piece of wood or metal that needed lubricated, and it was just.
He needs some WD-40, didn't he?
WD-40. That was nuts. He was so close I could hear his wing squeak. His knee, I think his knee or something. Like it sounded like a joint. It was weird. Maybe it's the joint of his wing. It was popping.
Needs an elbow replacement.
I have to go in before I get bugs in my coffee.
Someone let balloons go. Makes me wonder if people ever think about what happens when those balloons pop. Like, they come back down. in someone's yard or in a field or, you know, around livestock. Probably gonna catch some hate for that in the comments, but I am completely against letting balloons go. There's a cluster of like 6 more of them. I realize some people release balloons in memory of a loved one who has passed. And I understand that, and that's a very sweet way to remember someone. But that stuff ends up in our water and places it shouldn't be. Now they have a lantern on fire. Fridge froze the eggs. This campground is so peaceful. I mean, it's just quiet. You wake up to birds chirping and geese flying over. I have a bit of a head cold, which is why I sound funny. It's been running through the family for like a month. It was finally my turn. But we packed for 3 days to get here, and then we were just all exhausted. So we slept until 9:40 this morning, and it felt so good. That's not normal for us. Ew, what is it?
I thought it was a seed that fell on my head, but I reached up and it was wet, and then there was white, and I knew that it must be a bird.
There's white in your hair. I think a bird pooed on you.
What are the odds? Directly on my head. It wasn't in my coffee cup, it's on my hair.
Go on, I'll wash it out. What do you have?
A gumball mountain.
A gumball mountain. That's a good one. And looks like you've built several gumball mountains and then on the root of the tree. Good job. We borrowed the neighbor's dog. This is Charlie. And he brought him over, or he walked by earlier today, and we petted him, and he said, if you'd like to take him for a walk, you can, because we don't have a dog. So we're going for a long walk, and we picked up Charlie. He's a lab from California.
Oh!
Careful, careful. Did he slobber you? It was a kiss on the face. You're just a...
She's at a good height.
Charlie. What did you do?
Thousands of Cherokee men, women, and children passed here on the water route of the Trail of Tears. Implementation of the 1830 Indian Removal Act forced Cherokee off their land and out of their homes in the southeastern U.S. and onto a path to Indian Territory, present-day Oklahoma. Lots of good sniffs down here.
Yeah.
Why are you tingling me up?
Charlie.
Easy, easy, easy.
visited him for the first time, and you said that was the cleanest dog you'd ever smelled.
Yeah, he smells good.
His owners might not appreciate him playing in the river.
Oh, he didn't get he got a drink. He didn't get wet. Sign says no hunting. The things you have to explain to the general public, like look at this place, look at this manicured, mowed pavilions, no hunting.
This is a picnic area here, and it's beautiful. It's well kept. It's well kept, and there's electric at them. So if you wanted to bring like electric burners and cook, you could. They have water views. This one has a covered table. Some of these over here have the metal grills. Nice big parking spaces. This would be fantastic for a spring picnic or big family get together.
Yeah. Is that good?
Our camper behind and next to a fifth wheel from this angle looks like a little toy box that's just for storing like a kayak. It's so tiny looking from here, it's hilarious.
Are you refreshed after your shower?
Yes, and it cooled off a little bit this evening, so walking back didn't get super sweaty. The only issue, well, the main issue, it was warm today, and so I was hoping that there would be either air or just nothing, so it would be the ambient temperature, but for some reason in the shower or the room. But it was already hot because the sun is beating on the building, and the heat in the wall, there's a little round heater, and it was blowing full blast the whole time, so it was very hot in there because it was already hot, and then the heat made it hotter. Luckily the water cooled me down, but before that, getting ready and stuff, it was really like a sauna. So I don't know why that's running, but you said yours wasn't running?
No.
Mine was running, and it's definitely not a day when it got to 80 something for it to be running full blast, but it was.
I showered with a wasp. He would like stay up by the ceiling, then I think he was kind of getting goofy, so every once in a while he would come down. I was gonna whack him with my flip-flop, but he never came down where I could actually reach him. He did once, but then I couldn't. Anyway, just a wasp. I would say so far we've made it through this trip without any huge pestilence events.
Well, last night, the crazy bugs.
But that, I mean, compared to mayflies, snakes, ants, tree frogs.
Severe. The only thing I had in the shower was some small roach-looking bug, and then ladybugs, which is
oh yeah, ladybugs. That's okay.
So it wasn't too bad. It was pretty small on the pest scale.
Yeah.
For a river bathroom, you can only expect so much. Things do get in there.
So now we know this is the earliest we've ever camped here.
March, yeah.
March is it. March is when you come to Willow Beach.
Or before. Winter's good, but don't come in anytime near summertime.
Do you know if this campground's open year round?
I'm unsure.
I bet it is. I bet it's a year rounder. You have to look that up. But apparently March, so far March is the sweet spot.
The lake one's closed because it's a lake and no one wants to go as much, I guess, they don't fill up. But this one near 40, which we met people, like we said, from California with their dog. So near 40, I think we've seen a lot of out-of-staters. A lot of people come here because you see it on the map. It's near 40 as you're going to Tennessee or Oklahoma. So I think that's why it probably would stay open.
Yeah. We've got new neighbors next to us from, I don't remember, somewhere else.
The A-class is not from here?
No. they've added another one.
At least they're freshly showered.
Hey, this is a, what, like a thigh workout? If you want to follow in our footsteps, put Willow Beach Campground in Scott, Arkansas in your GPS and head this way. Just make sure it's cool outside. If you watched until the end, put code word Charlie in the comments section. Thank you so much for watching, and we'll see you next time.